guys, Jenny with On Fire Fit, and welcome to a very special video. We are talking with my dear friend. I call him Pastor Jim. He likes to remind me that he's just Jim, but we have had a 8-year friendship where he has really walked me through what I would consider true freedom. And I grew up, a faith-based girl and everything, but I went from a point of religion to relationship, and he really has been a bridge for me in learning about that relationship with God and not getting caught up in the things that sometimes have turned people off or disconnect us from God. So we have this special opportunity that he has been willing to offer to my audience, to people that are interested. And it's a men's group. And I love the title, Better Off. So if you know my On Fire Fit, we always shorten it to OFF, OFF. But this, we decided, is better off. Not that it's better than On Fire Fit, but you're better off if you're a part of this group. It's a better off situation. I am better off for having known him and having him in my life, and how he speaks into me, into those that I am connected to, my family. He's going to talk a little bit, but I just want you to know, like, he is the most real person. Sometimes people think pastor and all of a sudden they're like, well, I'm not, at that level or something. No, no, no. Like, he has a past that puts us on all the same level, no matter what you've done or any of that kind of stuff. And it makes you find out that you are loved just where you are, just as you are, but you get to keep becoming more better off. And he's going to lead a group, and I'm going to let him talk about it a little bit, but I just want you to open your heart, your mind, and your thoughts to joining this tremendous opportunity. Take it away.
All right. Hey, thanks, sis. So, yeah, Jenny said, we've known each other for 8 years. It feels like we've known each other forever. And honestly, God put us together when we were both in a really bad point in our lives. And, she talks about me supporting her, but she supported me also through this entire time as well. She feeds me with her messages and her word and all that. So I'm her biggest fan, and well, I think God's her biggest fan, but I might be number two. Anyway, so we were talking, and we thought it would be a good thing to offer up a group for men, and we decided to call it Better Off, so it would come underneath of On Fire Fit's umbrella. It's a group for us to get together and talk. We need to lift each other up. We live in a time where men are constantly being bashed. We're constantly being put down and all that, and we need to support each other. We need to take care of each other. We're going to focus on freedom, because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about not only just freedom in your Christian walk, but freedom in your everyday life. If you have fetish issues or hyper focus issues, we can work on those things. We really, it's just a free form discussions that we want to have, on different topics. But what we really want to do is to elevate authentic manhood, and promote that spiritual freedom. We want to help build the community. I mean, I read you guys' comments on Jenny's videos and stuff, and I think that you guys are an exceptional group of men. I've watched your journeys over, the past 8 years, and I think it's really a great time to get together and do this. Now, I'm a pastor, but I am not going to preach to you guys. I don't care if you're a Christian. I don't care if you're a Hindu, if you're Muslim, if you're an atheist. I don't care. I love you. Jesus loves you. It doesn't matter. Um, some things about this group. It's going to be 100% confidential. It's a Zoom based group, so we will have a Zoom meeting. We're going to start out weekly. And if you don't want to turn your camera on, you don't have to turn your camera on. If you want to make a moniker name for yourself for that group, that's fine. So that you're completely confidential. In this group, there is no shame. There's no judgment. Jenny can tell you, I do not judge anybody. I have no right to. I deserve all the judgment in the world. So how can I possibly judge you? We're going to be respectful of each other. We're going to use respectful language. There will be no talk of politics in this. We need to be better than that. We need to be above that in this group. We're not going to bash anybody. There's no wrong answers. All questions are good questions. We're going to have a lot of humor in this group. Hopefully, we can laugh as we grow. We're not going to complain. Because again, we're about authentic manhood. You know, so we're gonna some of our topics are gonna be getting over your past and getting on with your future. Right? A lot of people get stuck in their past failures or the hurts and all from their past. We've got to get beyond that. We've got to grow and move forward. We're going to talk about stronger relationships. If you're in a marriage, stronger marriages. How to make our relationships with even our friends and our family and all of that much stronger. Again, we're gonna dive deep into the religion versus relationship issue, and how to have that freedom in our lives. Um, we're going to talk about how do we use social media productively. you know it doesn't need to be an anchor around our necks that controls us and drags us down. um, we're going to talk about us loving ourselves and loving our neighbor, right? um, you know we're going to talk a lot about forgiveness and why that's so necessary. um, I want to talk with you guys about legacy and destiny. Those are things that are huge in my life. Why are you here? What is your purpose? Um, if we need to have some one-on-one sessions in those areas, I'm completely willing to do that. I'm completely retired now. I got all the time in the world, guys. Jenny has my phone number and she knows she can call me 24/7, 365. And we've had phone calls 24/7, 365. So, don't feel that you're interrupting me ever with questions or comments, or if you just need, somebody to talk to. Um, Again, it's all about authentic manhood. Back when I was growing up, men were different than they are today, you know, and I think the world needs authentic men in a big way right now. Um, you know, and because we're under the on fire fit umbrella, we're going to talk about health and wellness and mental and physical and spiritual health and all of that. Pretty much any topics that you guys want to talk about, we can bring them up. Um, Again, this is going to be a Zoom video. It's Jenny is going to have a link when she posts this video on her YouTube and her Patreon. And in that link will be my email. So you will need to email me and I will send you the link of the video or how to get into the Zoom call. I'm sorry. So, there's a proverb that says, as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. And that's my vision for this group, is that we sharpen each other. So guys, I want to call y'all brothers, just like I called Jenny's sister, right? We've been together long enough now that I'm her brother and she's my sister. I want to have that relationship with you guys. So please, consider joining this group. If you can't make it every week, that's fine. That's completely fine. Join when you can. You'll have the link. It's going to be on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Central. Okay. I don't have the wherewithal to figure all that out for you right now, but it's going to be 6 p.m. Central on Monday nights. Okay. And Jenny will have the link in the video. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to kick it back over to the beautiful Jenny and let her finish this up.
Yeah, so I just wanted to encourage you. You may have listened to some of my videos about being a king, and I believe that God has created us to be kings and queens, and that is his plan for us. And so through that group, I really feel like you can have that mentality. You can learn a different way of thinking, perhaps be encouraged, elevated, really take it from that position of what God has designed for your life. And this is the perfect person to help guide you into that and help kind of have exchange of thoughts about this and really be honest about everything. And that's what we need. We need that support, especially in this world. So I encourage you guys, to join. He is an amazing man offering this for free. Please definitely take that into consideration as a gift. And so I hope that you'll join, and I would love to hear back about your life-changing experience. So, all right. So live today on fire and be better off.